Okay, before you was a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead, and any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Here we go. And this is getting back to Shadowrun Returns Let's Play. We've been assaulting the asylum. My last video run extra long because the timer went off during a fight, and I forgot about it. So it'll probably be a 30 or 40 minute video. Okay, I am actually going to give that haste to Good Thoth. Because Good Thoth has a number of good utility spells. There we go, there's a full cover. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of less silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one. A fine specimen indeed. Hey, I got an accent in. Ah. We both know how this ends. So let's get to it already. How much longer are you going to hide? We both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. Patience, patience, we're not done here yet. I have one last examination to conduct. Beatzel, subdue them. This is going to be the orc with the cyberware. Okay, you, please go there. Johnny boy. There's Pietzel. Okay. Okay. Oh, it takes 2 APs to throw a grenade. Take your gun out. You missed. I kind of expected that. Holy crud! Well, there's a mage. Okay. Yes. Okay, pestilence. Good. Okay. Primeval. That's banish. I don't want to banish just yet. Oh, there's a bad guy there. I forgot about you. Pietzel. Let's try to take some APs off of you. There we go. And then we'll try to do some real damage. Good. Wow. Okay, peek the mage. You have a grenade. You do not have a grenade. You have ability to mark people. Mark the mage for me. He is marked. You have... Ow. And he gave himself aim. Okay. Okay. I missed. Okay, Shannon, come up forward, please. Let's Let's go to a regular one, so we have... Good. Good. Not enough, though. Yeah. Over here. You missed. Try again. Good. Okay, we have escape chance 10%. We're going to go to 11%. He is still on our side. There we go. Good. Uh-oh. Can't you do anything right, Pixel? And we just had a Earth Element. Why did the Earth Elemental is the one that went berserk instead of the Pestilence one? Okay. Fudge. That you are a mage. I don't have... there we go. Make things a little bit more difficult for you. Oh, I should have switched to the shotgun. Okay. The primeval is taken care of. Okay, shiny bits. Finish him off, please. My troll is better than your troll. Okay. Take some good cover. I am going to banish you. Yes. Did you actually do that? Aim shot. Do I still have ammo in there? Oh. Okay, Shannon's going to get her vengeance in a little bit. Okay. There we go. Let's talk to him. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling toward a workbench across the way. Yeah, she was playing both of us. +1 action point! Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Wait a minute. I don't remember that happening last time I played this. Huh. Then with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Okay. We are now officially out of combat. Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated with the many colors of death, littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pocket secretary, a pocksec, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tied length of cervical tubing. Investigate the workspace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery with the graves occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Oh dear. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There is also a large sum of new yen, which can easily be transferred to your account, which has already been done by the computer. Examine the rolled sheet of paper. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster. Okay, is this the same thing? That is the same thing, yep. Okay. We are leaving. Oh dear. These are Bunraku. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? No thanks, I just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate by your name. She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. In other words, he stitched them together from different people, and he didn't do it particularly skillfully since he's not a real doctor. The puppet stares blankly at you, and then he replaced their mind with other things. Okay. Item picked up. Persona Fix Chip Wiper. Use the chip eraser on the Bunraku. Yes. His eyes focus and his hands race slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corners of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down in his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus, what did he do? What am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great, inconsolable, heaving sobs. And apparently you can't do that to the girl. Well, at least he gets to live out the rest of his life as himself in his own mind, at least. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. This is pretty standard fare, unfortunately. Like I said, Shadowrun is post-apocalypse Dark Ages. It just tries to fool you into believing it is advanced. It is robber barons, petty kings, adventurers, mercenaries, lawlessness under a guise of extensive and complex laws, Dark Ages, medieval. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half-turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow that cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together, but now our paths must divide. I could sure use your help with what's coming, and I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above. The young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice. Injustice of the sort such a man only sort such a man as Holmes deserved death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we face here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims, but so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. Good luck to you, good Thoth. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that, and good luck to you. Okay, we are moving on. Yes, we are leaving. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy's mental hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, Silas Forsberg, the Emerald City Ripper, the man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union. In all its decadent, seedy glory materializes between... I completely botched the rhythm of that sentence. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Either this game is shorter than I remember, or I have a lot more to it than I remember, because I thought this was much further into the story. The Union is quiet this afternoon. The salarymen and wage slaves haven't migrated. Oh, bloody, I lost it. Oh well. Let me check. I have 15 karma. 15 karma is a lot. I am going to spend that 15 karma. I am at least going to get that up to 4. I am going to get that up to 6. And I am going to take Shadowrunner. There we go. And I have 5 more. Can summon 2 spirits from the same summoning point. You know what, though? I'm going to increase my body, because I want to survive better. There we go. My charisma's pretty high. My body's getting pretty high. Let's see, my range combat's is more than passable. Okay. Let's go talk to Johnny Clean. There she is. Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you walk up. We were talking about you, good Thoth. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us you were going where you were going, oh my, when we have been waiting for you to return. I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Well, I just barely got the Shadowrunner etiquette. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should know better. It's just we have a personal stake in the Ripper murders. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well. The randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next, or what the killer might take from them. I admit the killings have hampered business here as well. I am sorry, but it is true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? And I know there I have friends who, if they hear this, they're going to be ripping me apart for my horrible attempt at Japanese accent. Okay. Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings, is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? Sounds more complicated than I suspected. Let's see. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. The whole thing was a Frankenstein job. The Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, her organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. I'm going to do this. The three of them are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? That's about the size of it, yeah. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister, Jessica, had something to do with it? Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It's clear that you must go to the funeral and talk to Jessica Watts. Good thought. I will. That's where I was heading, Mr. Quote. Of course you were. Thank you for allowing us to catch up. She raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, Good Thought. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Decomposing. Hi, that is good. Okay. Plan your next move, go to the Watts funeral. Next thing I need, my next move is to go down to the vendors downstairs, including maybe Von Grass. Let's talk to Clue too. Welcome back, Good Thought. Good to be back, Mr. Clue. What's the latest news? I feel like I should be asking you. Word around here is that you were closing on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? He's in the ground. But here he belongs. Good. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a woman who has yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? There have been some complications. I was hoping this would soon be all behind us. The Baron has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for Megacorp to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further to the fringes where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. Good thing the Union's got you, then. Good thing we've got each other. Take care, Good Thought. I imagine that my voice does not get recorded nearly as well as I hope it does. Okay, you're Mr. Delilah, I don't need you yet. You're Dr. Sarah Castle, I might need you. Welcome back, Good Thought. Still in one piece, I see. Oh, I should have read the bit about her description. More's the pity for me, but I'll still take your money. Perhaps a full physical in order, or we can call it a medical consultation. That's where I roughly determine the odds of your survival based on your professional proclivities. It comes with a lollipop. So what will it be? Can I see your medical supplies? Do I have a... Okay, that's my timer. Okay. And I'm going to confirm that. Okay. Never mind. Let's see. David Fry. Oh, I need to check my stash. I doubt any of these people have anything that I don't... any upgrades, because it's only recently that I got upgrades. Okay, the street sweeper is going away. The Remington 990 is coming in. There we go. Let's check out your fetishes. Algernon is standing stock still, his eyes closed and his face composed of a mask of stern concentration, but then a small snore escapes his nose, instantly shattering the elf's carefully manicured mystique. The clearing of your throat is enough to rouse the talismonger from his meditation. I caught him sleeping. Ah, good thought. I was watching your approach from the astral realm. So good of you to visit again. What might I do for you on this fine day? So how are things in the astral? Always a curious place, the astral, though a mirror to our own world, it is ever changing. I suppose the same could be said of our reality, but things have a transitory nature here on the physical plane that can cause long-lasting changes in the astral. Barons that we can see and touch records the past with bloodstains on the sidewalk and bullet holes in the storefront walls. But the astral goes further, recording the emotions that accompany these acts of violence. These events texture astral space. I really wish they had done some astral stuff with if you took a mage or a shaman. That would have been nice. I prefer to deal with just how is the astral texture to these days. There is a great deal of fear and distrust. In some places it is strong enough to impact the working of magic. But enough of my doomsaying. You must have better things to do. Is there any way I can help? Okay, I do not have enough spellcasting for that. Let me look at Conjuring. I do not have Conjuring 6, so I cannot cover Fire Barrier. I cannot cover Summon Fire Barrier 3. I like Lightning Barrier better anyway. Fog. Fog would be nice. Silence. Air Barrier. Do I have a upgrade to armor? That I do not have enough armor spellcasting to do the upgrade to armor. Okay. Let's see. I can do a shadow zone that makes things hard to target consumables. Ooh. Let's grab some Force 2s. And a Force 3. And a Force 4. That's a lot. I'm going to take that away. Take that away. I am going to go ahead and put in a Force 3 and a Force 2. There we go. You probably don't have anything new. Nope. Just the rabbit mask still. Which means you don't have anything new and you don't have anything new. You're a Decker vendor anyway, so I can't use you. So, I am going to save that for now. Next step is to go to, oh, I should have just done save and exit. Next step is to go to Sam Watts' funeral. Because right now, his sister's looking very suspicious. Okay. Talk to you later. I think I'll wait for the title page to pop up. This time, I haven't been